Awesome.
Fresh. Subway. Have you been to Subway at all since?
Not in a while. No, I don't think I have.
I mean, did you ever go regularly?
Yeah, semi-regularly.
Okay.
Connor likes to go. I'm never like, Connor, I need Subway right now. I'm never like that.
Well, yeah. But you are like that with
cock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor, I need cock right now.
Yeah, I mean, I like KFC myself, so. Mm-hmm. Granted, I haven't had KFC in forever either.
All right, Henry, if you're keeping all this in, you better add a chicken noise.
I'm gonna add a chicken noise, okay, all right? And it's just gonna be you talking, because you're a chicken. This is where you do the Marty McFly thing, and nobody calls me chicken, or whatever the thing is.
Are you gonna start the podcast, or shall I?
I'm gonna start the podcast, or shall you? Okay. Order is now in session. Welcome to the new and improved Macbeef-Banquet podcast. My name is Henry, and this is my buddy Miles. And
that's me.
Boy, oh boy, do we have an episode for you, because it's literally going to be half as long as it usually is. But that's because we're splitting the other half. The other half is going to be for Miles to do, because he wants to do fun stuff like belly button shots, and I don't know, what else are you going to do?
No, that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to be doing.
Belly button shots. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so today marks the resurrection of the podcast.
The first episode of the second season.
So it's the first episode of the second season. So it's basically a whole new podcast, and it's going to be 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Like right now, look at it. It's amazing. We're already like several thousand seconds in, milliseconds actually, and we're doing great. And yeah, we're going to talk about stuff today, including movies, and actually pretty much only movies, for the most part.
Yeah.
So that being said, Miles, we watched a movie today. What did we watch for episode number 1 of the new and improved podcast?
Or 51, I guess.
No, it's 1 because it's all better now, and it's not even associated with the film that it used to be.
Okay, cool. So we watched a film called Society from 1989.
92.
Why do you say that? Oh, it's because it was release date
92.
In some places.
In some places.
In 92, but it says
92.
89 like everywhere else.
It does say 89 everywhere else, but we're not everywhere else, Miles. We're here.
Fine. You know what? The initial DVD release in Finland was May 2005. So that's when the film came out, all right? 2005 in Finland.
Exactly. Yeah. So 2005 is when it came out.
Yep, 2005.
Right? And boy, oh boy, does it reflect the times.
Yeah, it does.
Because, man, I remember 2005 when I was, part of a cult that ate/had sex with people.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, man. Because we are upper class society.
Yeah. So what did you think of the film?
It was funny. It was really funny.
It was really funny. You laughed a lot?
It was really funny. I laughed a lot at this movie. All right, I watched it with a buddy of mine, and we were just laughing our asses off the whole time. Because, not the whole time, but a lot of the time. Because some of it was just, the line deliveries. Mm-hmm. Some of it was just the style. And
yeah,
the whole thing was just, it was insane. It was because you kind of just go along with this idea for the whole movie,
mm-hmm.
Just that. And it does a little bit of is it all in his head sort of thing?
Yeah.
But then it's no, it's not. And so, I think one of my favorite lines is when he was with what's her nuts, the girl that after he basically broke up with his girlfriend, the girl that he's sleeps with and all that.
Clarissa.
Clarissa, thank you. And they're having tea or whatever, and she's like, how do you want your tea? With sugar, honey, or do you want me to pee in it? And I was just like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. My buddy didn't catch it at first, and I was like, let's go back for a second, and we were dying. It was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was the ending though.
Mm-hmm.
I can get into that in a minute, but what did you think of it?
I really liked it. I will say I have a few gripes with it, but we can also get into that in a minute too.
Sure.
It was really good. The special effects were, I guess, good to a point. Again, it came out in 2005, so special effects were too good back then, you know.
Yeah.
And it was also relatively indie, I would say.
I would say so too. Yeah, for the most part. I'm trying. What was? Hold on.
It was. Does it not say? It doesn't say on here. It doesn't say. The director was Brian Yuzna, but that doesn't tell you anything. Or Yuzna or whatever. Yeah. It was good. I really enjoyed the plot. I think the story.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll say what my problems with it were the well, part of it I think was just Tubi or like that version of the film, because there was I don't know if you guys had it too, but like it would like a something like stuff would happen, you know, the movie would play and like a second would repeat, so it would like he'd be getting out of the car and then it would just be him getting out of the car again or something.
Okay. I didn't have that issue, but I did have audio syncing errors where it would like sometimes play the audio and it would sort of be a minute behind or a minute ahead of like not a minute, but like a second ahead of the actual like actions that they were doing. So it was like it was off for us. I figured that might be Tubi, and then I exited out for like a split second and then went back and it was fine. So I'm guessing it might have been Tubi.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like a bird would go by when they were on the beach. A bird would go by, and then the same bird would go by again, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Right. You're wondering if Brian is messing with your head or if it's just all programming issues.
Yeah.
I was looking at the budget. So the budget is estimated at $2 million. So I mean, relatively small. So I would imagine.
Yeah. Still,
it's an indie.
Yeah. But yeah, the main problem I had with it was like there was like certain parts of the story. I'm trying to think of like certain things that were just weird, I guess, that just didn't like connect or make sense to me. So like I guess the first example that comes to my head is the whole thing when he goes into his house after he's talking to Milo, right? Yeah. Milo. He goes into his house right after he talks to him, and they like, you know, where they take him to the hospital, that whole thing.
Yeah.
It just like seems like really weird and out of the blue. Like, I don't know why he has to confront them all the time. And then when he gets to the hospital, it's like he's dead now, even though he just saw him.
Yeah.
And then I know that was obviously like trying to keep it a secret or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then like he walks right out of the hospital, no one stops him, and what was I gonna say? And then he like all of a sudden is like, I thought he was like had like mind control or something, because he was like all of a sudden acting like a different person.
He was, yeah. I
but he wasn't.
On that too. Yeah, it was like.
But he wasn't like actually mind controlled or whatever. It was just him getting angry, I guess.
Yeah.
It was just, there was just weird parts of the movie that like didn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna at the end when he sees what's his name, the guy who plays like David Blanchard. When I
thought he was gonna come back.
I thought it was gonna be when they brought in that other person and it turned out to be him. I thought it was gonna be like Bill Whitney or something. Yeah, because I also thought that it was like he was being mind controlled or I thought it might be like that he was like they were replacing, like they were killing people and then replacing him.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I was like, no, it wasn't that. It was some sort of, you know.
Yeah. That would have been cool though too.
Right, and it's like another version of him. It's the real person, the real him or something. But then it would be also be like if they mind controlled him, and they sent the clone or whatever out of the hospital. It's like then they have him later in the house. It wouldn't make any sense. So it's like, there are definitely parts of the movie where I was kind of confused.
I'm trying to think of like other parts because there were a few that were just like, what the fuck is like, why is this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of, yes, I would see how it's of the times, but I can also see how like that could also be now too. Like I would kind of want to see a reboot of it almost.
Yeah. I mean, it was only 15 years ago.
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, 15 years
ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other points of the story that were like it just felt off to me.
Yeah.
Like I think it might have been the editing or something, because I read that, of course, the IMDb trivia. Brian. Here's what it says. Brian Yezna claims he back-engineered the film's plot points based on special effects ideas or gimmicks, stating he was more interested in the surrealism of the story than the logic. So to me that means like he wasn't really the whole reason why we both kind of thought the movie was a little like didn't make sense.
Yeah, at times it wasn't sort of engineered that way to be cohesive, I guess. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it's I don't know. It's kind of lazy, because it's like on the one hand you're trying something just to see what it's like, and it's kind of cool effects or whatever, mind blowing effects, by the way. No, but like at the same time, it's like you should still try to have some sort of, I feel like some sort of point to it or a clear sort of path. I think. Yeah,
I think it could have really been like really good if he had focused more on that and like maybe. Because he also said somewhere where it was like he was getting the film's biggest influences, particularly in terms of paranoia, were The Spiral Staircase, which looks like a good movie from 1946, and Rosemary's Baby. I haven't seen that, but I heard it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wish they had focused more on the paranoia as well. Like that beginning scene doesn't make sense, but I liked it in the movie. I didn't know you were talking, actually. I'm sorry. Were you trying to say something?
What? No, I wasn't saying anything.
Okay. Your mouth was moving, though.
Was it?
As if like you were saying the words that I was saying.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
That was weird.
I think you're imagining things, Miles. It's all in your head.
Do you think I'm paranoid
I think
something?
You're paranoid, Miles.
Dude.
Damn it. You need to stop bugging my car and my earrings and all that, because we need to let people live their life, man.
I don't know why he didn't just like go to a different therapist.
I know, right?
Went to a therapist
beat the
not
shit out of that
part
one,
of the family. Yeah.
Just be like, you suck, and then clock his ass, take the recorder, and run. Oh, and that police officer too. He should have beat that guy up too.
I was actually like not. I thought the police officer wasn't a part of it, but then it totally made sense, like why this guy was a complete dick.
Yeah. What did you think of Clarissa's mom?
I see. That's another thing. Like, what the fuck was that about? Why was she like weird?
So I guess because Clarissa was part of it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing her mom probably was too, right?
Yeah.
But like, she was different. Like, I don't know.
I just don't get why.
Did she eat hair? Is that what it was too? Like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking, because she was coughing up hair, and then she was like
grabbing it. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she like the toupee of the police officer.
Yeah.
And was like, "This isn't real hair." It was. I don't know why they.
Yeah.
Some of the people and characters. I don't know. Editing, weird choices for the film.
Indeed. I completely concur.
I do like it though. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But again, I would like to see maybe like a
Some changes.
reboot or something.
Yeah.
A remake.
Um,
Focus more on paranoia and like,
Mm-hmm.
the elite maybe.
Maybe we bring in the witches from The Craft too while we're at it.
Oh yeah. The actor was really good who played Bill.
Yeah,
I thought he was pretty believable.
there were different points where me and my buddy thought he looked like different actors. Like at first I thought he looked like Ralph Macchio, and then my buddy said he looked kind of like Tom Cruise at one point, and then even Michael J. Fox, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think he looks a lot like in the movie. He looks a lot like what's his name?
yeah, I think so too. What's his name is a very
Decker Montgomery,
Decker Montgomery.
who plays Billy Hargrove in Stranger Things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like that might have been who they were.
Going for
Kind of. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
He looks a lot he's got that hair. He's got that like
that sort of
fuck me eyes.
It's funny considering the time frame that this came out. It's sort of like an '80s almost. I feel like.
No, dude, it came out in 2005. What are you talking
No,
about?
I know. That's why I'm saying it sounds like it's behind the times almost with how '80s his hair looks.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And I fucking when he was like with the cheerleader, it's like Jesus Christ, this bitch is annoying. Just drop her ass.
Yeah, she was kind of annoying at times. I was
Like,
wondering if
oh
she
my
was gonna
God.
come back at the end.
Yeah, like maybe she was a part of it. That's what I was thinking, but
Yeah, but then like and the other thing too is with Clarissa, like my buddy was like, I don't really buy her, like not redemption, but like her like a whole arc where she
yeah.
like it didn't really feel authentic, like when she was trying to like switch to, like had like a change of heart and like gonna save him or whatever. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's kinda could have been handled a little bit better.
She's still a fucking monster.
She
She's
is still a
probably still
monster.
hungry.
Right.
Hungry for dick.
Right. And that was, I mean, I guess I was okay with the fact that they left it ambiguous as to what actually was happening with it. Like, I was alright with that myself, because it was like, they don't have to necessarily explain it as long as you just know it's some sort of weird thing going on with the upper class, I guess. There's other things that we'd want to get resolved, but I was okay with that being left sort of ambiguous as to what actually happened, because, I mean, they were sort of feeding on him, but there was also like some sort of sexual stuff going on too. It was kind of a weird deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting stuff all around.
It's a good movie. I just found something really weird because I was looking at Billy
Zappa.
Warlock.
Oh,
Not Billy Zappa. What's his name? Yeah, it is Billy Warlock. That's a weird name.
I know.
Apparently, he was in a movie called Mr. Payback. The world's first interactive movie.
Interesting. Is it like Bandersnatch?
Is it like? Oh, I guess so. Yeah, but pre-Netflix, pre-internet, I think.
Netflix. Interesting. So it's like
95.
Bandersnatch,
Yeah,
but for old people.
that's crazy.
I
don't know.
That's pretty crazy.
It's nuts to me. I've
Nuts and
never
bolts.
heard of. I've never heard of this movie.
Which one? Oh, that one you're just talking about.
Yes,
With Billy Warlock?
Billy Warlock.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Interesting.
No. I'll stop talking about
Miles?
it.
Miles, you
Yeah.
better say it.
No, nothing. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, it's a video game technically. Oh, it's a short.
It's
It's a short film.
Shorts.
It comprises slightly over 2 hours of footage,
Is that all?
approximately 20 minutes of which is seen in each viewing.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Odd. Okay.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Cool.
Very interesting.
So yeah, it was a
Very
good movie. Society.
interesting.
Not Mr. Payback. I don't know about Mr. Society. I haven't seen it.
Miss Society?
Mrs. Society.
Is that what you said?
No, I said Society.
You said Miss Society.
It's a good movie.
It's an okay movie, yeah.
Yeah, maybe work on editing for that movie.
Mm-hmm. I give it 0 ratings out of 0 ratings because we don't do ratings.
Yeah. What'd you think of the gore, by the way? Like, were you uncomfortable
I
at all?
haven't seen that movie. What is it about? I'm just making a joke at you.
Thanks, man.
It was you're welcome. It was alright for me.
Yeah.
I wasn't as grossed out as
Yeah.
I was expecting to be just from like the little not title card, but like the little preview I saw of it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks weird, but then it's like it wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was definitely still gross, but like it wasn't. I guess it wasn't too bad. Like I said, I think it helped that it was. I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, and it was kind of, and it did help. It was a little cheesy too.
Yeah, sort of like Evil Dead 2, kind of like
Yeah.
cheesy effects, just and that kind of makes it more fun to watch than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fucking I'll probably stop talking soon, but like the
Or don't.
when he went upstairs at the end and he like sees his family and they're like
Family, yeah.
they're like bits. They're obviously fake because you could see the face is fake and like I don't know.
Oh, I died when he said I am a butthead or whatever.
I am a butt face.
Yeah.
And then he just laughs.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
fucking,
God.
yeah, and then the mom and the daughter like
As one person.
it was so weird, dude. Like it was just
Yeah.
comical, and then he goes back out and then gets kidnapped or captured by the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely would want to see a remake of this.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Definitely
a lot
might want to see a
like
remake of this myself.
scarier and like just I don't know. You know what I mean.
I
Stop
thought
talking.
it was cool that they did like the thing at the beginning where he comes into the house and he's got the knife and then they bring it back again at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And
He
goes back
comes
to
in the house. Yeah, he
And
comes
grabs-
all over the house.
Yeah, with the knife. At least it doesn't come over the bookshelves. And they can
Yeah.
Squid and the Whale. On that note, yeah, it's an okay movie. It's alright. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
Uh-huh. Indeed. Were there any other tidbits you found interesting?
Let's see.
I did like there was one guy whose name was really cool.
These
It
nuts.
was like the effects guy. Screaming Mad George.
Oh yeah.
I saw a credit for that and I was like, that's kind of cool. Yeah, the makeup designer. And that was I was like, that's an ironic name, along with Billy Warlock too, of course.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Which is ironic considering the movie. I mean, there's not like magic in it, but like still,
Yeah.
it's like sort of occult stuff,
The shower scene.
Yeah.
Where it's like distorted was added during the
Yeah.
production.
Okay.
And
She just actually contorted like that. And you're like, what the fuck? Let's get that.
like that kind of level of tension was needed, I think, throughout the whole film.
Yeah, I agree.
I like
That probably would have helped it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it definitely was there at times. I would have liked to see more too, especially with like him not knowing what was real.
Mhm.
Like that bit of the hospital where he sees or he like hears the voices or whatever, and he pulls the curtain down or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was decent.
Like I didn't know
mean,
why though it was happening.
Well, I think it was like I said. The point was to try to make it like not know what was real and what wasn't, or
Mhm.
what was sort of thing. But they didn't really capitalize on that very much. They like sprinkled it throughout, but then it was like they didn't come back to it. So it was just like a half-assed effort. It looks like almost,
Yeah.
or at least what it seemed. I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong, but I don't know.
Yeah. I guess that's it for tidbits. There's just a lot of other just random stuff. So if you're interested, look at the trivia for Society for that.
Look at the trivia, the act trivia. No, wait, no, we can't.
No,
say
we
that
can't say that.
anymore.
We're
gonna get sued by our past self.
Yeah, we're legally not allowed to say that.
We're illegally not allowed.
We're illegally in this country recording this
means
podcast, so
Indeed. We're gonna get deported.
Deported.
Deported because we have drugs. Las drogas. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get deported.
I think that's it. For
So that being said, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thanks for listening to the podcast,
because we're
yeah.
getting deported.
yeah, we're getting deported. We're leaving the country.
We're gonna title this one, like, what did we title the last one? It was like, it's all good things have to come to an end. We're gonna be like, all good things must come to an end. Part 2, or something like. Or we're gonna like, it's gonna be like the same title. Goodbye. It's been fun while it lasted.
We have to leave the country
On the first episode. But yeah.
It's the end of the first episode of the second
Wait.
season.
I got more to do.
What? Nuts.
Uh-huh.
What? What's up, man?
And bolts. What is the joke? What does the lamp do after a one night stand or something? Or there's something.
Oh.
And it's like nuts and bolts. And that's yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I have something for us, Miles.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what it is. It's a surprise in store.
Your cock.
Only for this episode. Actually, it's gonna be for all the other episodes too. But I'm gonna have a surprise every week. Well, not me. Sometimes it'll be you. But anyway, I have a movie for us to watch for next week.
What?
I know.
I didn't know
it's
we
gonna
did
be
that
insane.
on this podcast.
I know. I do that. We do that on this podcast. Okay. That's the one thing the last podcast got right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man, while it was under the direction of that crazy guy, Heil
Hitler.
His name was Milz.
His name was Adolf Hitler.
Milz
actually.
Bow Down. We didn't. Yeah, we took it over from him because he was crazy. So anyway, the movie we're gonna watch next week is a movie that is called. Drumroll, please.
Not.
I'll add a drumroll in.
Okay,
At
cool.
some point.
Yeah, add a drum roll over me talking right now. Just interrupting me. You
just
can barely hear me. It's just so loud. Okay, what is it?
It's a movie that came out in '68. It's a western.
Ooh.
Hopefully you haven't seen it. It's on Canopy.
Okay.
Is where it's at. It's called The Great Silence.
The Great.
The Great Silence.
The
Great Silencio.
The Great Stink. Dude, we're watching The Great Stink.
The Great Stain. Oh, what is it? There was a advertisement they did where it was like this family moves into like a decrepit house or whatever, and it's like a stain commercial.
Oh yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
The Great Silence. No, I have not seen it. This looks good though.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Why did you? Was there? You said you'd wanted to see this movie, Society. Was there a particular reason for it? That you wanted to see it, or just it kind of looked cool?
I don't remember why. I think I saw the cover of I don't know. Maybe I saw the
flathead screwdriver.
The flesh. There's a flesh poster of it where it's just heads and stuff, and
Okay, so the poster's not made out of flesh.
No, the poster's not made out of flesh. The DVD was though made out of real human flesh, and I saw the poster in the DVD, and I was like, God damn, this makes me hot. No, I think that interested me, so I watched the trailer, and I was like, damn, this looks good. So
nice.
And then it turns out that one of the scene where the blob is I don't know, what is the fucking I don't know what to even call it. It's there's it's at the end with the blob part. I don't.
Some mass or whatever this.
And it's oh my god, I'm really not describing it very well at all.
It's we'll just paint a picture for us and we'll.
It's a blob, okay? It's the blob of.
It's the blob from the Attack of the Blob or whatever.
Yeah, and it's it's essentially the chief. I get not the chief, the judge.
The judge.
And it's it's got the cigar in its mouth, and it is kind of
looking
like that. It's looking around kind of.
Okay.
That's apparently that was on a Good Bad Flick, not on Good Bad Flicks, but he has it as a old scene in an opening intro.
Interesting.
And everything I just said was probably super boring and really confusing because I wasn't describing.
I'm gonna cut all of it out of the podcast.
Good. That's probably a good idea.
Just kidding. I'm gonna keep it all. In fact, that's gonna be the only thing I actually included.
The whole episode is just me be the blob, cigar.
I'll reinforce it with some sound effects of you coughing or something.
No, just long stretches of silence.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Really funny.
That'll be funny. I think we can do that.
Okay, cool.
I'll make sure. I'll throw that.
Thanks,
in there.
man.
I mean, not me. Whoever edits this, I'm not.
The Great Silence, cool.
Yeah, we're watching The Great Silence on Canopy next week.
It's an Italian film.
It isn't it's a spaghetti western.
It's an Italian spaghetti.
It's an italics spaghetti western.
This looks good, dude. Can't wait.
Thanks, Miles.
So it's on Canopy, you said, right?
It's under the canopy. Yep.
Okay.
Because the canopy is a shade. Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, bye.
Goodbye. Wait. Before I go, I just want to say,
Okay.
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to Miles ramble on about the
Rambling
image.
Gen Xer.
Oh shit! Is that a name drop?
Name drop. Oh, we gotta put it in the gotta put it in the description now.
We gotta I gotta get a clip from him where it's just like him saying, "Hey guys, this is my podcast," and I cut it right as he starts talking. Starts talking about it.
All right, Henry. If you're keeping all this in, you better add a chicken noise.
I'm gonna add a chicken noise.
Okay,
all
good.
right, and it's just gonna be you talking because you're a chicken.
Well, part of it I think was just Tubi or like that version of the film Tubi or.